Live. I'm going to say a few words just to make sure that I can hear myself. I'm going to say a few words just to make sure that I can hear myself. Alright, cool. So I'm live, that's good. Okay, cool. Cool. So let's play. I haven't played this game, so I have no idea. I have no idea what that means. I think this is the first time I've ever played these types of games, so... I don't want to assume what this game is. It was free on the Epic Game Store. Looks really interesting. So I'm going to give it a try. Let's move this out of the way.
For over 400 years, the armies of Kairos the Overlord have swept across the known world. All who stood against them fell before their might. Even the Archons, women and men of immense power, were forced to kneel, chained to the Overlord's will.
Sorry, guys.
Now Kairos' final conquest has come to our corner of the world, and two of the Overlord's armies compete for the honor of taking our lands. The elite disfavored.
Sorry, I'm going to pause it real quick. I want to make sure that my audio is good. Source. Okay, cool. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Sorry, my bad.
Battle. The Scarlet Chorus grows stronger as the defeated are given a simple choice. Serve or die.
Oh, because it's really
Graven Ash, Archon of War and the Overlord's most loyal general, leads the disfavored.
I want to... Oh, I have to make my... Okay, fine. I'm gonna make character. Give him a female. I didn't even... What the hell? There's like a delay. I don't know if that's... Okay, it's fine. It's weird. Okay, yeah, big chungus. Just kidding. Do we have my palace? Yeah, I guess this could work. Facial hair. What kind of... Oh, for my face. Yeah, I mean... Okay, I guess that works. For my hair... black... Beard... Oh, wait, I can change my hair, never mind. I don't think I can change my hair. I guess that could work. Let's see if they have more. Somewhat similar to what I have right now. No. I mean, this is similar if I had hair on the sides, but I don't have hair on my side. I'll go with this one because it's somewhat similar, although I don't have hair on the sides. But yeah, whatever, we can go with that. It's fine. Beard, I have a bushy beard. I wish I had it like this, but no. So I have this part, I just don't have a nice mustache yet. But I do have a bushy beard, so let's see if we can find... I need something bushier. Yeah, we can go with that, it's fine.
Quiet down. I'm injured. Interesting. Flawless! You learn something every day. This will be fun. Got it.
I don't know, how do I sound like?
Moving cautiously.
I guess noble. And some tattoos? Some tattoos? Some tattoos? Oh, you get on both sides? Or just okay, this one's just one. This one's just scratches on you for some reason. Okay, whatever. That's weird. Weird flex, but okay. Tattoo on your hand? That's cool. I wish you could have more than just one. On your legs. I could go with this one, but we'll see. We'll keep looking. I'm clicking on the ones that look interesting. This looks really nice. I like this one. Just snake. I'll go with this tree one. We'll do something green, and then yeah, actually, could do whatever we want though. That's the thing. I don't know. Just don't want it to. Yeah, that works. Okay. Next. How did you join Kiru's Ome? Pit fighter, not wishing to pay to feed in house 2. The madame that purchased your mother said you to the proving grounds, the Northern Empire's Jesus, bloodiest, most notorious fighting arena, given only enough training to assure the show isn't over too soon. Your natural prowess and survival instinct led you to one victory after another. There was no elegant swordsplay, no formalized duels, just brutal melee and the stench of blood, shit, and bronze with each day. Gruesome necessities. It is said that any fighter that slays a dozen others in the grand melee is given her freedom. But in 300 years, only 3 warriors have ever walked away from the proving grounds. When the closing horns sounded and 13 corpses lay about your feet, you became the 4th to be granted freedom to thunderous applause. But this autonomy was short-lived. Within days, word of your accomplishment made its way to the Archeon of Justice. Okay. Soldier. Unable to settle the year's accounts with grain, your parents offered you as a tithe to the overload instead. Seeing your first battles as a child, you known all your life how to fight, how to stay calm at the sight of blood and disembowelment, and how to rely on your fellow warriors. Deemed smarter than the average killer, you were groomed for command and given an education in letters and numbers. With rumor of war, it seemed recruitment into this Foward Legion will be the obvious match for your skills, but the Archeon of Justice is just known to say that good iron is not used for swords and good minds are not used for soldiers. Claimed by Tunun, you were instead drafted into the Court of Fate Binders, where your martial skills were put to use in the enforcement of Kiros law. So far, I'm digging the Pit Fighter, but Soldier looks really dope, so we'll see. Hunter. When the leader of your home village spoke out of turn one time too many agents of the Overlord put the whole town to torch to contain the spread of insubordination. The Bounding Viper tribe came across the smoking ruins of your village, and when the beast matriarch found you frozen but unafraid, the mighty leader took you in and raised you with the protection of her tribe. For years you lived with these wild beastmen in their migratory homes throughout the mountains, but the Bounding Vipers were a dying breed. Each long winter took a greater toll than the last, and once the dwindling tribe was too weak to defend its lands, disfoured soldiers came to the defense of the ravagous scavengers your tribe had become. Finding a human amongst the wild tribe, the disfoured soldiers made a point of taking you alive. News of the wild child of the north eventually spread to the Archeon of Justice, and he ordered you released from the captivity and delivered unto his courts. Okay. Lawbreaker. Accused of a crime you most certainly did not commit, you stood before Tunan, the adjudicator, Archeon of Justice, and argued your case with elegance and conviction. Impressed by your logic, reason, and confidence, he found you guilty. Anyway, damn. all that, and it kind of soon. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. It is rumored that Tunan selects many of his agents from his prisoners, who better to catch the wicked than those versed in such ways. In his mercy, Tunan offered you the choice of 2 sentences: decades languishing in prison or a lifetime serving him in the court of fight baiters. The choice was an easy one, and instead of seeing the insides of a cell, you were trained in letters, in numbers, magic, and war. The laws you once broke are now yours to interpret and enforce. Bro, this is all so cool. Guy, this is probably where like goes down. Deeply proud of your intelligence. Your parents always knew you were too smart for a life spent with your hands in the soil. Looking to secure a better future, your parents struck a bargain with the Seven Tree Guild, a small magical order willing to teach you letters, numbers, and magic if you proved capable. For several years, you learned much from the mages, mastering reading and writing faster than the rest, and eventually learned the basics of mystic theory, and spellcraft. Your magical studies came to an abrupt halt when the voices of Nirat, Archeon of Secrets, deemed the guild a peacetime distraction that must be disbanded for the upcoming war. Its mages assigned to proper armies. While your peers went on to other guilds, your mind was seen as too valuable to be wasted on the armies. Instead, your life was claimed by Tunum, Archeon of Justice. So it all is wrapping around. So either way, you're gonna work for him, but it just depends like your story. Few have the combination of wits and courage to be accomplished casters and warriors. And those cursed with such a combination of talents are invariably pulled from their mundane lives and assigned to the armies of the Archeons. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing. Your earliest memories are a painful slog of training, study, lecture, and exhaustion. All the elements of being groomed for battle. You knew better than to ask what became of your family, nor to question the missives allegedly pinned by their hand. They were part of your earliest lessons in reading. When you reach adulthood, Tuni and the Jester came to the yeah, this kind of seems where I'm gonna. Sorry. Noble Scion, born to noble parents, you were groomed for. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I like these two, Pit Fighter and Lawbreaker. But I think Lawbreaker would do. You were trained the following combat styles. Oh my god, Sword and Shield. I don't know. It's either these two. So wielding two weapons can give you the advantage of versatility, as each weapon can deal different types of damage. So +6 dual wield, +5 parry, +5 aesthetics, subterfuge. Unarmed fighting is one of the most challenging combat styles. Damage is generally lower, but this is offset by the speed of your attacks. A good style for someone interested in being challenged. The dodge skill is used to avoid melee attacks. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. Choose an ability. Looks so weird though. Let me see what happens if I click this guy. I'm a ninja? Sword and Shield. Great Swordsman. Short bow. Short bow. No, I like this one. Slice, cooldown 20 seconds, 13 slash. Valid dual thrown. Careful place attack attempts a major or Leonard. Yeah, I'll do that one. Cool. Secondary expertise. We need some magic in this bitch, so I like this one. Makes them weak and shit. Yeah, I like that. I fucks with that. Character look. Oh, nice. You can change the look. Do you have a favorite color? mean, that's not really teal. Somewhat blue, but I mean, this is my favorite color, but it's kind of like greenish, so it's not really my favorite. So I'll just go with blue. I'll just go with this kind of blue. Banner. Do they have the tree? Because if they have the tree, I'll just use the tree. I like that one. Okay. There you go. It look weird if I do that, yeah. You can't even see it. Do they have orange? No, I'll do black. Carlo. No, I'll just do Carlos, whatever. Do Carlo. So I'm gonna do 2 might, finesse. Okay, 2 finesse, 1 quickness, 1 wit, 1 wits. There you go. Actually, so it's range defense. Keep that at 10. 13. Okay, cool. Or no. Cool, that's fine. That's fine, I can do that. Conquesta!
All the world has fallen to Kairos. In the early days of 428, Kairos' armies arrive at the gates of...
So it says, during the conquest, you will decide your character's actions during Kairos' invasion of the tiers, shaping the world through which you will adventure over the course of the game. Each choice you make affects your character and how major factions of the tiers respond to you. Your decision matters. Choose wisely. 428 TR, year 1 of Kairos conquest. Okay. So the bastard city. Taking the city will make mention of the rest of the tiers. Cool. I guess this one? Wait. So it says, history would remember the Gates of Judgment as the first battle of the conquest, but the real combat unfolded with the advanced units of both armies preparing for the coming war. The Disfoured and Scarlet Chorus each had a plan to infiltrate the capital city. Which army did you join? Aid the Disfoured Scouts. Conscript enemy fighters for the Scarlet Chorus. Scarlet Chorus is the little more than a gang of thugs and their captive slaves. Rather than organized under commissioned officers, the Chorus follow a hierarchy seemingly ruled by whoever has the bravado to command and defend their position. At the head of the chaos, rather the archers who gets known as the voice of Nara. Okay. Disciplined and battle hardened, Disfoured are an elite legion in Kairos army. They're spearheaded of this. Oh, goddammit. Led by the steady and dutiful. Yeah, I'm gonna do Scarlet Chorus. Scarlet Chorus? Yeah. joined the Scarlet Chorus as they raided villages and small towns, conscripting every able-bodied man and woman in the army. The voice of Narad emphasized the rewards of conscription and enslavement over the wanton bloodshed. Apparently, soldiers needed the reminder. Okay. The howling mobs of the Scarlet Chorus found easy picking among the villages and frontier towns. Rallying an experienced gang under your control, you flooded the unprotected settlements with a deluge of bloodthirsty soldiers, rounding up the innocent for merciless rites of conscription. The young and infirm alike received makeshift weapons, and examples were made of all who challenged your forces. Ballisted with the fresh recruits, your army gathered strength for the invasion to come. With the border Geryon captured by your devoured allies, you traveled ahead of Cairo's armies and lurked in the shadows of the bastard city. You decided that converting one of the locals to Cairo's side would help bring the city to its knees. After all, corruption starts from within. You enlist a better captain of the guard to sell military secrets to the devoured. Better that this group marched up to the next inevitable victory well informed. You came to arrangement with a well-known Koenig smuggler who knew how to sneak agents of Scarlet Chorus behind the city. The Scarlet Chorus were better operative than soldiers, and this work required a subtle touch. Fuck it. Let's go Scarlet Chorus all the way, bro. After accepting his deserved payments, the smuggler uncovered a long-forgotten tunnel that intersected with the sewers of Bastard City. Armed with maps of the subterranean layout, your Scarlet Chorus allies fanned out to occupy various city districts under cover. They spent the ensuing weeks murdering key officials and sabotaging defense wherever possible, weakening the tier's capital under the very noses of its leaders. Betrayal of the Bastard City. Your tactics of infiltration placed you in the Bastard City ahead of the main armies. Your work softened the city defenses for the arrival of Cairo's forces, but you wanted a decisive gesture that would give your allies a meaningful advantage. How did you assist in the fall of the Bastard City? So this is Duel of Marshall. You challenged the commander of the Bastard City defenses to an honorable fight to the death. This far wished to spare soldier lives for the battles ahead and civilian lives for occupation. Spreading the word of Kairos, you converted the poor and disaffected into a hidden army of Scarlet Chorus. Once the dust settled, the army wished to bolster their troops with these sleeper cells. Gather heated energy into your hands and release it onto a foe. Wow, nice. Keeping to the shadows, you eliminate the leaders of the Bastard City one by one. Fucking yeah. Some deaths were quiet and unnoticed, while others were gruesome beyond words. As a wave of murder overtook the city elite, your deeds swelled in infamy well before the armies arrived. No one in the Bastard City felt safe in their homes, much less behind their walls. By the time Cairo's forces creased the horizon, the city was fearful enough to throw open the gates and welcome their new protectors. The Bastard City settled into a new state of normalcy. With every tower displaying Cairo's banner, your name was whispered alongside rumors of a decorated career to come. The armies divided into two fronts and migrated south. Tunin sent word that you were to join the next frontier of Cairo's conquest, either as judge and overseer of the settlement of Lithian's Crossing or a war advisor with the armies advancing into the realm of Apex. You may choose only one of these locations. So deposits of iron made the settlement of a strategic war asset. Krill sent the forged bond, Smith mages of Apex. The troops of the mountain realm Apex stood idle in the safety of their valley, biding their time as their neighbor as Bastard Tev fell. Lithian. Close, baby. 429 TR, year 2 of Cairo's conquest. Alright, years ago, I don't care about this. Okay, so there's colder engine powered enters the mind of devoured soldiers. Iron must flow. Cairo's mages worked day and night to create weapons. No one faulted their dedication, yet production was low. The plans that came to light proved decisive to the devoured and Scarlet Chorus. On the other hand, an additional manpower was needed for fighters, not forges. On the other hand, the celebrated weaponry of Kairos' arm needed to be fiercely guarded. The Scarlet Chorus took refuge from the recent influx and forced them to serve in Kairos' military. You repurposed these individuals to haul wagons of iron for the Smith mages. This proved an inconvenience to the Scarlet Chorus, who rely on their force of numbers to be effective in the field. You conscribed help from a local tribe of beatsmen. These strength would more than offset their disobedience. The disfavored protested the savages have access to the Scarlet. Their voices were few compared to the support of the Scarlet. Could do this soon. Farah demanded the Archon of Song cease her recruitment practices and that they be allowed to violently subdue her cult of followers. The loss of soldiers was a significant setback to the Scarlet Chorus conscription effects. You send the latest batch of cultists to the front lines of Apex campaign. Those who survived welcome to remain in Kairos military, and their performance would stand as a testimony to Siren's effectiveness. I'm gonna do this one. Scarlet Chorus were overjoyed to learn of a beastman conscription and graciously lend their support to your cause. The local beastmen were subdued and yoked to iron-bearing wagons. There were boundless strength and tirelessness proved critical to the Smith mages. The Zephyrid grew agitated about exposing the secret of iron to savages. You attempted to allay their concerns, but your words fell flat before a stubborn, uncompliant audience. Cairo armies used Leithian's crossing as a repair for the war. The city grew more crowded as a mercenary army hired by the Archon of Secrets occupied the barracks, where they drained resources and escalated tension. This Fire wanted nothing to do with the Selwoods, but the Scarlet Chorus sought to invite them into the fold. This Fire demanding that mercenaries be kept far from Kairos armies. The righteous occupiers were not designed to share provisions or supplies with degenerate sellswords. You build a separate barrack. You let the Scarlet Chorus and the mercenaries engage in combat games and challenges, and allowed laws against revelry and merriment to get unenforced. Those who won the contest took a greater share of provisions, and sellsworn of merit were invited to join Kairos' army. And then pick up the army. Since you aided the production of weapons, commanders of both armies lobbied for additional arms. They offered all manner of... How did you state the lust of iron? You let the Zephyrid have their iron, keeping the best tools in the hands of the elite. The Scarlet Chorus saw this light as an obvious display of preferable treatment. You gave iron arms to the Scarlet Chorus commanders, knowing they pay very well for any killing tool. Weaponry of such acclaim was typically reserved for the highest Zephyrid officers, but you were open to changing tradition under the circumstance. You allowed no changes to... I don't know, because if I do this, I like this one. So who controlled the crossing? Tragedy struck when a mercenary hired by the Voice of Nerd injured a forge-bound artisan, leaving him unable to practice his craft. Tunin ordered the mercenaries to leave the city in the hands of Kairos' more responsible servants. Only Tolkien Garrison could be left behind while the armies returned to the front. As the Zephyrid and Scarlet Chorus showed increasing tension and hostility toward each other, Tunin decreed it best that only one force control the crossing. The Scarlet Forest and Lincoln Crossing without eager and undisciplined recruits. In the first few days of occupation, settlers suffered under rampant theft, murder, rape, and arson. But by the following week, the horsemen who sought chaos for personal gain were dead, sprung up by the more disciplined half that took up the reins as the self-appointed bosses of Lincoln Crossing. The forge bond continued to mint iron weapons and armor, which Kairos merchants carted to the devoured garrison elsewhere in the tier. Shipments were light or sometimes absent. The Scarlet Chorus quartermaster claimed ignorance of the matter. With the mercenary expelled and Lithian crossing under new leadership, Kairos forces congratulated themselves on bringing order to the settlement and guaranteeing a productive flow of resources. Over the course of this diversion, the army front advanced further into the tiers. Your skills were needed in the realm of Azure, Stalwart, or the Velum Citadel. So there's secrets in here. What about that one? Okay, 430 TR, year 3 of Kairos Heroes Conquest. Alright. The realm Stalwart was best known for its proud army, disciplined, courageous, and undefeated on their home soil. Skill and resolve to make Stalwart a military power that Kairos forces approach with dual caution. With its southern position, Stalwart had been largely safe from war, watching for 2 years as his neighbors fell to Kairos forces. On the dawn of the third year of war, Kairos forces were finally poised to invade the southern Stalwart Peninsula and to do the tier's most vaunted army. After defeated the hands of enemy defenders, the Scarlet Chorus accused the Devoured of recklessness. The Devoured claimed the Scarlet Chorus brought too few soldiers to cover their flanks. Both armies refused to march until you gave a ruling. Lacking proof, the Scarlet Chorus recruits were neglecting. You punished the Devoured commander for his failures and for bringing charges without evidence. Knowing the Devoured retention for its disciplines as well as the Scarlet Chorus powers to instill fear and frenzy, you decided that marching on empty, the stalwart defenders burned their crops as they retreated, leaving the invaders little to forage. Starving, the Scarlet Chorus mob raided from the Devoured well-maintained supply, incurring casualties on both sides. By your command, the Devoured shared their provisions. The thieves each lost a hand for their treachery. You order that the thieving. So with this one, yeah, I'm going to do this one. The Scarlet Chorus commanders argued that the Horde was starving. Being the largest of Kairos' armies, they were also the least provisionist. The men were wrong to steal, but the Devoured were equally wrong to withhold supplies from their allies. You agreed with the Chorus version of events in order that the Devoured supplies be shared. The thieves themselves will be punished with loss of a hand and returned to the front lines. The Devoured found this a sickening aberration of justice and surrendered their supplies with grudging acceptance. Alright, so this one is better than the red. Rather than submit to Scarlet Chorus conscriptions, conquered locals began committing suicide. Jesus Christ. Desperate to add more bodies to the Horde, the Scarlet Chorus demanded a portion of the Devoured prisoners. The Devoured denied the rights of recruitment as the realm's population had taken a steep decline. You refused the Devoured request and allowed the Scarlet Chorus to continue recruitment, and additionally you ordered the Devoured camp slaves to be given to the Chorus to make up for the loss suffered. Beasts of Stalwart. Scarlet Chorus mages discovered a spell to turn beastmen slaves against their handlers. The army prepared to deploy this tactic elsewhere, but protested. The use of unsanctioned magical practices ran contrary to Kairos laws, and beastmen were considered too erratic to be relied on. Fuck it, let's go. The Devoured lapses used for authorizing such a risky tactic. Kairos armies also relied on beastmen haulers, and the Devoured argued such magic would inevitably unravel supply lines and logistics. The Chorus, on the other hand, were emboldened by the decree and considered you an honorable patron of arcane inquiry. Though the Scarlet Chorus struggled to maintain a presence in Stalwart, this magic for enraging beast slaves was used to bloody effect throughout the countryside. Jesus Christ. This Devoured carved a slow, steady path into the heart of Stalwart and surrounded the enemy massive fortress. With the main bulk of their forces defeated, the enemy leadership retreated to their mighty fortress, content to wait out the war. The Overlord answered the impudence with an edict of storms on the peninsula. A devastating spell that would endure for long as the cowardly hearts of Stalwart leaders persisted in beating. Knowing before anyone else that the edict would occur, the voice of Nerat lobbied for you to deliver the mighty incantation. Aside from being given a 3-day window to read the edict, you received no other instructions. In an attempt to integrate themselves with the people of Storward, the Scarlet Corps insisted that a warning be sent to the towns and villages so that the people may prepare for the horror about to descend on them. See, they're actually not that bad. Kairos' wrath was intended for the cowardly Regis of Stalwart, not those unfortunate swept on the calamity of their leadership. A warning in advance of the spell would give locals time to prepare for the devastation to come. You were content to let punishment fall on the innocent as lightly as Kairos' will allows it. Comforted that you might yet spare some lives, you broke the seal of Kairos, Indic of Storms, and read the Overlord's incantation. This shit crazy. The clear skies darken as you read the final words of the edict. A flurry of wind and rain whipped through the rolling plains and craggy canyons, turning rocks on uprooted trees and hapless soldiers into hazardous shrapnel. Armed with a measure of foresight, you were able to remove yourself from the area before the storms grew more violent. Over time, nearby communities told of cyclones consisting of thousands of soldiers' worth of limbs, spears, armor, and skulls. What's more, the weather showed no sign of dissipating. Several units of Disfoured who fought the enemy in spite of the advancing storm were caught up in the Overlord's magic. The few survivors regrouped and nursed their wounds. Their failure to topple the Stalwart's legion shamed them into believing the dead more fortunate. The name Stalwart fell from use. People took to calling it the Blade Grave, for the remade landscape festooned with the iron and bronze ornaments of two once-great legions. As Kairos' force departed, you spread a glance back at the ruins of Stalwart, marveling at your work. You didn't have long to rest before Tunum called you into service once more. Nice, and I'm going to use the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Continue. Let's continue the story. So far, it's interesting. If it's going to continue to be interesting, that's for us to decide. I mean, for me to decide. For us to see, I guess. Like I said, I've never heard of this game. Never played it. I don't even know what kind of game it is like. Could be a turn-based, but I have no idea.
The year is 431, and Kairos' invasion has shattered all major opposition in the tiers. The Younger Realms, the Bastard Tier, the Free Cities. All who defied Kairos lay broken by battle, or bowed in surrender. The two armies of the Overlord, the Disfavored and the Scarlet Chorus, now control our lands.
Damn.
But our will is not yet extinguished. Not entirely. In the Valley of Vendrian's Well, those of us unwilling to bow to Kairos have banded together in defiance. Violating an oath of surrender from 2 years prior, we have staged a bloody uprising, murdering the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus garrison in a midnight assault.
Oh, damn.
With their main forces spread across the tiers, the Disfavored and Scarlet Chorus redeploy to Vendrian's Well to crush the resistance. But months pass with no definitive battle. As disagreement and discord paralyze the Archons, we bide our time and wait for our message of insurrection to spread across the tiers. The Overlord is not amused, and Kairos has one message for the Archons: crush the Oathbreakers or die. Kairos backs this threat with an edict, a magical commandment that can slay all in the valley should the order be ignored. The honor of proclaiming this edict fell to you. Sent across the mountains to Vendrian's Well, you carry the Overlord's edict to read before the Archons.
Oh, goddamn.
As you finally make your way through the winding mountain passes into the valley, the ground trembles, and Kairos' magic seals the way behind you. You are trapped in Vendrian's Well, with Kairos' armies and the Oathbreakers. The only way to survive is to fulfill the terms of the Overlord's edict, in any way that you can.
And now we're in the game. Okay.
Right.
We were told a fate binder was coming in, though our commanders will not say why. It seems obvious. Kreven, Ash, and the voices of Nerat can agree on nothing, least of all battle plans to wipe out the Outbreakers. I trust you bring orders from Turan that will break the deadlock. Senses see more than mine, good Fatebinder. I do not pretend to know much about such things, but if that was Kairos magic and you're here on important business, well, you don't have to be the Archon of Secrets to guess that you're here to proclaim an edict. What does Kairos have in store for the enemy? 10 years of festering plague, an edict of twisted bones. A nervous smile creeps over her as she waits for a response that doesn't arrive. I'm asking questions beyond my station. She dips bow and trembles as she bows. Forgiveness, please. Well, you traveled a long way. I won't keep her further. I'm sure the Archons would want to hear from you at... Her voice falls silent, her attention sniping elsewhere with alarm. Did you hear that? More runners, third time this week. The Oathbreakers keep trying to send messengers through the mountains to gather help from outside the valley. She points over to the collapsed path by which you arrived. But they're a bit too late for that now. Come, let's show these Oathbreakers a good fight. What do I do? No, whatever. I'll figure it out. Okay. Let's do thrust. Okay. Wasn't that... Did I do something wrong? I probably... Maybe I should have looked at the...
Sorry, I can't. I got it. Can't do that. Right. Can't do that. On it. Right. Right.
Okay. Should be visiting and deal with the remaining outbreakers in the past. Carry on.
Sorry, I can't.
Take that!
To battle! Sorry, I can't. Sorry, I can't. Can't do that. Right. On it. On it.
For the glory of Kairos!
Take that!
Can't do that. Right. I got it. On it.
Oh shit. Don't bother with me. Go down to the past. Alright, should help you, bitch ass. Wait, what do you have? Take off. You got nothing?
Try and catch me, worm. Harbinger. Still standing after 3 years of war.
Heads up, we have company. Right. I got it. Right. Will do.
They never had a chance.
I got it. Can't do that.
You got it. Not happening. Whew. I can tell you didn't spend the conquest in a diplomat's tent.
Okay, cool.
I'm Verse, by the way. But there are more important things to take care of than introductions. Those Vendrian guard we killed didn't come alone. A Scarlet Fury, one of the elite killers of our ignoble gang. You'll see more than a few of us around camp, but don't let that fool you. We're a rare breed. Most of the soldiers in the Scarlet Course are little more than farmers and children armed with rusted forks. Makes them easier to control. The voices of Nerat called his best fighters to this siege. There must be something important about Vendrian's well, though don't ask me what. The Archon isn't in the... Eager! I like that. Before we go, you might search among the remains of our fallen comrades. Wherever they're bound, I doubt they'll miss their boots, much less any rings or any useful... No reason to pity the fallen. Before long, we might wish we'd joined them here. But at least we'll enjoy heavy pockets and warm toes. For the voices of Nerat! Not happening. Look at...
Can't do that.
Hope you fancy red.
I'm injured.
Goddamn.
No dice. Not happening. No dice.
I already died already, Jesus Christ. Okay, so...
Just point me in the right direction.
Can I... Let me see, how do I edit my character? Oh, is wounded. Cool. Sit there. Cool. See, is this better? Yep. Cool. Let's go this way, I'm assuming. There you go. What happened here? Well, from the look of it, we kept them from slipping out of the valley. Whatever they hoped to accomplish, I think their plan died here. The Archons are expecting you. When you're ready, leave by the gate to the southeast and follow the trails down slope for a few hours. You'll see the campfire leagues away. Can't miss it. Cool.
I got it. Can't do that. Can't do that.
Take a shit.
Can't do that.
Inventory. Let's see. What is this? What does this do? Okay, it's giving me a weapon. Okay.
Sorry, I can't.
Not happening. Not happening.
Can this heal? I don't have any. So he said southeast. Right? He said southeast. I think that's what he meant. I have no idea. Oh, he's stuck.
Found something. Sorry.
Oh, no.
I can't. Can't do that.
Trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go. Y'all know where I'm supposed to go? I'm assuming, okay. Maybe I have to go back? Honestly, bro, I mean, there's no other way to go, like... Unless if it's... Like, there's no way for me to get over here. I can't just... Curious to see how he gets over there. Oh. That's how you get over there. Nice, makes sense. Waiting for my partner. Let's see, just curious, can I maximize this graphics? Oh god. I don't like that. It's scary. I can't tell if that's like supposed to be or this is where I'm at right now, right? About to say 2 actual hours. You got me messed up. I'm about to do 2 hours. One second, guys. God, this is weird. Slow down a moment. I know you're both eager to watch the Archons bicker over tactics like a pair of magpies, but I need to ask you something first. What's that? I don't have time for this. We're in a hurry now. Change of pace for the siege. Let's head inside then. You guys, I think I'm going to call it a night for this. It's more fun than I thought it was gonna be, but I don't know if I can keep playing this game for too long. So we're just going to end the counter there, and yeah, let's do that. Let me just save, I think, real quick, and then we'll be good to go. I think it auto saves. Oh no, I have to save it again. Let's do that. I don't know why it's so many. Cool. Alright, and with that, guys, we're going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching.